Departure time 8:40. What I can see over there is a very long pier and a beach area. There's actually a sailboat over that way. Looks like they're anchored up. I didn't know that. Not that I would have. To be on shore for a day. There's actually a place to anchor up in Lexington too, which I've considered. Yet to be determined. You can see an opening towards the south there, sailboats. Very much advised to stay away from that. You will hit ground. I need to go down below and get on the course line. You need to stay about a mile offshore. So I've plotted my course accordingly, so I just want to get on it. And I'm on my way. Oh no! Now the waves are flattening. This is fine. Okay, now that I've gotten out here a little ways, I'm in 2-foot rollers, which are kind of fun. Here's one now. It's making the auto helm work a lot harder. They are so far apart as compared to Lake Erie. Even when we get rollers, they're not even close to this far apart. Which in Cleveland we don't get a lot, but you can get them. My Windex is showing a breeze, almost. Put me on a beam reach. But with these rollers being under sail, sounds like that might be more of a pain than it's worth. because even if there is one, it's maybe 5 to 7 miles per hour right now, 8 max. And I don't know if I get 4 knots with that. Of course, being so rested, I don't know if I care either. As long as the boat keeps moving, I could just keep sailing. I've learned something this trip, and that's because I put on Jiffy reefing on my main. And I'm not sure if I love the Jiffy reefing system. It makes hoisting the main, lowering the main, but particularly hoisting more difficult. It also makes lowering the main slightly more difficult. You just got these 2 extra lines you got to care for. And since my halyard got caught up on the radar reflector, I got to be more careful about hoisting in general. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is hoisting the main solo with these 2 concerns is a lot more work. And you definitely don't want to hoist for no reason just to have to lower again. So what I realized is that this boat is mostly driven by the head sail. So if I get under Genoa and I'm going 3 knots, let's say, I know that hoisting my main will give me a knot, about a knot more, maybe a knot and a half more. And that's how I determine if it's worth the effort. Alrighty. Though it's aft, the wind has picked up to about 10 to 12. I am 15.4 nautical miles out of Lexington because I've been motoring since I left at 8:50. I'm way ahead of schedule. Motoring would have put me in there about 3:30. So this may take a little longer now, but there's nothing wrong with getting there 5 or 6. Because this is a hell of a lot more presence. Well, what the hell did I come here for? So we'll give this a go for a while. I've been looking at my options, of course, to stay in on the way home. And trying to develop what my plan is. And I just keep going back and forth, so I need to stop thinking about it for a little bit. Get my book out, enjoy my Bloody Mary, and do some reading. All right, it's about 12:11. My nice relaxing sail is kind of turned into a pain in the ass. Waves are picking up. They're about 1 to 2 right now. And the wind kind of keeps shifting to the north, which means I keep going off course simply because I don't want to deal with a jiving Genoa. So I'm hitting 4.5, makes good progress, not in the right direction though. That's okay. I'm going to get a mile of the course line and jibe back. I'd played with the idea of going straight through to Port Huron or Sarnia, but I've been dealing with this for 2 full days now, and I wouldn't get in there till 9 o'clock, which is dark. No time to be dealing with going down that river and then up another river. So it's Lexington today for sure. Hey look, I put shorts on for the first time in days. And now it's getting chilly as the wind's picking up. So I gotta get back to pants. Well, at least in the shade it's chilly. You know what I mean? It's freaking annoying. So I just keep going that way to stop that from happening. So I had to stop reading. It is what it is. Well, this portion is for all the sailors out there, which, who else would be watching this? You might be thinking what my options are for sailing downwind right now. I could put up the main and do broad reaches and make better speed. I could goose wing it, which would mean rigging up a preventer to prevent an accidental jibe and constantly attending. I even have an asymmetrical that is not easily set up, but not too big of a pain either, which would definitely increase my speed. And to answer your question, is that I'm on vacation. I'm trying to relax, not work constantly. And more so, kind of lazy. Still making 4 knots. That's fast enough for me. Not in a race. It's a lot of work when you're alone, when you're solo sailing. If I had a crew right now, I'd probably be doing one of the other options, just for fun. You got to do it all yourself. Hell, just getting in and out of port by yourself is a lot of work. Get the sails down, get the fenders on, secure everything. Put on your dock lines. Pray someone's helping you. Reverse. So I think that's a big reason. As I do this, I just tend to take the easiest way possible. And right now, on our Genoa at 4 knots, that's the easiest way possible. Okay, going along pretty good. Slowed down a tad, but at least the wind has shifted and was able to get me back or closer to the course line. I am currently passing Port Sanilac. Don't quote me on that pronunciation or if I got the name right. Looks pretty cool. Got a beautiful lighthouse. I'm sure you can't see it. There's no way I can take a picture of it because the boat's so rocky. But lots of sailboats over there. Haven't seen a ton of sailboats, so clearly kind of a sailboat port. Wonder if they do racing out of there. I'm still on the same annoying rocky crap. But I'm happy to save money on petrol, save the environment too. So that's working out for me. I've still got about 10 miles to go. So as I said earlier, probably be getting in 5. If I get below 3, I'm going to start motoring. I'm looking forward to another night at port. Don't have a lot of choice right now. There's like, though I haven't looked for any, I don't think there's any real anchorages from here on down, so that's kind of out. And to continue further and hope that it's a completely calm night where I can anchor out is foolhardy, I think, because the wind's currently blowing me into shore, and you don't want to anchor out on a night like that. Notice my stress level has gone down as I get nearer to home. I was pretty tense about getting so far away and having to get back on a time schedule. Couple I met in Tobermory had such a time schedule that they went up to Killarney, there we go, and they pushed it and they had to get home. And they had to get home on a Saturday, and they were heading home starting on that Thursday. That was that long point where I was holed up in Presque Isle before I could go on to Lake Michigan. And nobody should have been out there. And they tried to make it during that. And Christy described herself as black and blue after the experience, having to convince her husband to take sail down a motor and then having to convince him to anchor up behind an island until it passed. So one of the reasons I want to stay on schedule and keep on schedule is I'm trying to avoid that. Well, I told you that I had 2 excellent navigators, and today Rob apparently is bored because he's been exploring every restaurant and brewery in Lexington, and he's learned that there's a margarita fest tonight from 5:30 to 8 with live music. And not having a lot of human contact right now. I'm kind of eager for that. So I am going to get this sail in, motor in, so I have time to take care of business, get a shower in, and go enjoy the fest. That's the plan. Oh no, terrible news. Apparently the Margarita Fest is very popular and there are no rooms at the inn in Lexington. Fortunately, being ahead of schedule paid off, and I checked, even though I was still 2 hours away, maybe an hour and a half away. So I'm heading back to Port Sanilac, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, hoping they have a room at the inn. I've been hailing them for 10 minutes now. There's another boat coming in, so maybe they're busy. If they don't, I guess I gotta run to Huron. Start looking for an anchorage or something. Never imagined that. The marinas have been so empty, I haven't worried about finding a transient slip. But, well, you know, it's a Margarita Fest. It's going to happen. Book said I could anchor, but that doesn't look like that's anchoring for me. Good, how are you? Okay, well, as disappointed as I am not to make the Margarita Fest, I am not disappointed in being in port Sanilac. And I haven't even really explored too much yet, but it's small, but very cozy, very comfortable. And look, somebody is anchoring in the harbor. Of course, they have solar panels and I don't, so that makes a big difference. But I've done a lot of that on this trip, so. And they have a dinghy and I don't, so that makes a huge difference too. So anyway, I'm satisfied with my nights on the hook or at the mooring ball. Something I really wanted to do and I got to do it. So I'm pleased. I don't think there's no more nights like that for a while. It's Port Huron tomorrow. And down the river, maybe on St. Clair. We'll see, one thing at a time. Do you need a hand?
No, we're fine, thank you.
Okay. There's two separate marinas here. This one over here with the million sailboats is the Yacht Club. Haven't seen this many sailboats yet, so that's kind of cool. I've noticed the further south I've gotten, the more boating activity there is. Goes the reason. Probably a little warmer down here, obviously. People of Michigan have been extremely friendly. Hey, you're on film. You're gonna be famous. I have 2 viewers, so they're gonna know you well.
Well, thank you. Give us the website to look for.
Okay. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, the people of Michigan, just like that guy, have been really friendly. I know boaters generally are, but I mean the dock hands, the people running the harbors have been really, really nice so far. So that's cool. Some beautiful sailboats here. Not that, you know, it would make me envious, like, you know, that guy over there or that guy right there. Town, apparently, not sure how far it is away, but I know that the harbor master drove somebody in to get groceries. I'm trying to decide if I need anything or if I can't make it to Port Huron without having to do that. Ooh, she's pretty. Clearly the main building, Harbor Master's office. I haven't looked in there. I'm sure it looks just like an office, but I'm going to go anyway. Yes, it does. Women's bathroom. Men's bathroom. Kayak rentals. That sign over there says Port Motel on the Lake, so I'm assuming that's what that is. Nice older gentleman here, like I'm young, just enjoying his afternoon. Must be nice to be retired. Ooh, a little struggle getting in there. grilling out. This is the club room. Whoa. Very nice. TV, they're open till 9. History. Oh, of course. Beautiful area you have here. This is wonderful. How lucky you are. Okay, the showers are located here. You need to leave a $10 deposit to get a key. Nothing special, just a shower. Okay, I spoke with some people here, particularly the harbor master, and there's one choice to grab some grub, or he's landing, dining, and bar, but that doesn't look like my style. So I've learned from a couple sources of the Blue Water Cafe or something up here that's in a historical building, which seems a lot more interesting than that place. So right now it's just a block down the road. I'm walking into town. Gonna get some more real food again. Okay, I've just walked up from the marina. I've been told downtown is 4 blocks that way. Museums and whatnot. See a couple neat little shops right here. And the grocery store is 4 blocks that way. Of course, being a small town, I did not ask how big a block is here. I'm not going to either anyway. I have enough provisions to Lake Huron, Port Huron, I'm sorry, and so I'll make it to there. So there's the Blue Water. So I'm assuming it's open, and go check it out. Beautiful, exactly what I needed. Okay, I had the nachos and a couple beers. Nachos were very good, bar nachos. Huge, I'm stuffed. I gotta stop eating so much. 3 times in 36 hours, that's crazy for me. Bartender was a great guy. Talked a lot of football. Son's freshman. Got to play in a game. I'm assuming being such a small area, they only have varsity, so for him to get in the game was very exciting for him. And he's also a Wolverine fan, so I got to rub it in his face a little bit. Good-heartedly, of course. So it was very nice. Okay, it's time to head home.